something really exciting and important in our community. Battle Creek Central or Battle Creek Public Schools have something called the STEM Innovation Center that's going to be starting up, and they have an informational thing going on this weekend. The future principal of the STEM Innovation Center is Deb Evans, and she is with us right now. Good morning, Deb.
Morning, Tim. How are you this morning?
Great, nice to see you. And we heard a little bit about this a few weeks back, but tell us, what is the STEM Innovation Center?
So the Battle Creek STEM Innovation Center, it's a new middle school opening here in Battle Creek, open to sixth graders this fall. It's the first and only school of its kind in our region, and we're going to be focusing on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Well, that's it in a nutshell, and I think a lot of people would agree that's pretty important, and we're getting them into it early at the right age, I think.
Yeah, we are. Middle school is really that point of curiosity. So STEM in our nation, it's the fastest growing career field according to the U.S. Bureau of Statistics. So we're hoping that by introducing STEM, we're going to fuel some passion around STEM and really get kids thinking and getting them prepared for future careers in industry.
Now, how will it work? I mean, where will it actually be housed, and how, will the students who participate in the STEM Innovation Center, what will they do, and how often will they be there? Will it be all the time?
Yeah, great question. This is an immersed experience. They'll get all of their instruction in this program. They'll experience hands-on project-based learning. We're going to help them to develop an engineering mindset, sort of rather than kind of an enrichment program, as you alluded to. This is really going to be an immersed project-based STEM experience. We're going to physically be at the Battle Creek Central High School in the 1100 wing. We'll be occupying that space.
So it's kind of like its own school?
It is, absolutely. It's a middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Like I said, the curriculum is really going to be designed around teaching kids how to identify challenges, answer questions, solve problems, to really kind of teach them how to think critically and really teach them how to use science, math, technology, and engineering as a way of living in context.
Wow, I think that's a great idea. I think we kind of get away from that a little bit, that critical problem solving thing, and we just rely on either somebody else or the internet, or somebody's going to solve that problem. And it's kind of like a muscle, problem solving, isn't it? If you don't use it, you lose it.
Right, yeah, and for us, I think we learn as much about what doesn't work, right, as we do about what does work. We were talking before about anybody that's ever solved a problem. You have a problem, you try to fix it, you learn from what isn't working, you modify, you adjust, and you implement. And that's really the skills that we're going to be focusing on in this 6th grade program.
Wow. It sounds pretty exciting. What drew you to want to be the principal at the Battle Creek STEM Innovation Center?
I feel actually kind of blessed, like I was right place, right time. It's kind of my own personal journey a little bit. I'm fascinated by science. I'm fascinated by mathematics, right? And I believe in this model of inquiry learning. I believe that it's the best way that we can really raise up middle schoolers and their thinking and get them ready. So it's like it was a fit.
There's kind of this stigma that, girls aren't so good in math and science. Will that be addressed, or will you just kind of pretend like that's just not even there and students shouldn't be intimidated by it for any reason?
So the mindset that we have is shifting and removing some of the barriers. And you've hit it on the head in terms of there are all kinds of barriers for specific demographics. Females, individuals of color, Hispanic, Native American, there are all kinds of barriers to this industry. For us, we're hoping to actually move the dial on that. So in terms of how we're going to do that, it's really about tapping in and inviting and hoping that parents, through education, say, it doesn't matter if you're a girl. It doesn't matter if you're a boy. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what your cultural background is. The industry of STEM is about a thinking industry. And so, for me, I'm not sure if I'm answering your question as much
No,
as...
I think you are. I think we want to get past the stereotypes and these barriers and just get down to the nuts and bolts of learning how to think and learning how to learn, and then learning how to build bridges and design new computer programs and all that stuff that really matters.
Yeah, and when you think about all of the wonderful solutions that are sitting inside children's heads, they're just there waiting for us to sort of help them tap into them. that's gender blind, right? That's
Yeah, yeah. You use the word inviting. You're inviting parents and students, or just parents this Saturday?
great question. So this year we're opening up the school for sixth graders only, our first launch year, and then we'll add seventh and eighth grade. So as part of this launch to help parents and families understand what the school is going to look like, we're inviting fifth graders across the area to come in and actually experience sort of a mini STEM challenge. We really want to immerse them in this, what it would be like to be in a school where you're working in teams, solving problems, and creating designs. So that'll be this Saturday, and it's focused for fifth graders. Parents are obviously welcome to come, and we're hoping they observe.
Wow. So yeah, it's a chance to look ahead and see if it's something that's a good fit for the family and for your students. Where's it going to be?
Right, so we'll be at, graciously, the Battle Creek Math and Science Center is hosting us. We will have 2 sessions available. There's a 10 a.m. session and a 1 p.m. session for that event. Parents can reserve a spot for that. This is free. It doesn't cost any money. But we are asking parents to RSVP using a link that we have on our Facebook page. That way we can actually make sure that we know how many students are there and get them in teams.
What's the Facebook page?
Thank you. So that's our Facebook page is, I don't know. Let me think about that. What is our Facebook page?
I think it's also at the is also at the main website, battlecreekpublicschools.org.
It is. So the Facebook page is, facebook.com. It's STEM Innovation Center. And then also they can actually connect through our website that's located on our district website.
Yeah.
They can navigate there right through the middle school.
And if somebody had questions, wanted addressed right away, is there a phone number or an email or something they can contact you?
Right, so they can post questions on Facebook. We do have an information link on our district page, and they can actually just ask a question there, and we get responses to them that way. There are some information flyers, I think, that went out to fifth graders in our city. There are phone numbers on there that they could actually call as well. They can call me. 269-419-1825.
BC STEM. So what if parents come out this Saturday for one of the informational meetings, either at 10 or 1, what can they expect? What's going to happen there?
Controlled chaos. So what they can expect is they can expect to see teams of students solving, they're going to get a problem, and they're going to have a limited amount of time, and they're going to have to solve a problem and create a design, test it, come back to the drawing board, fix it, retest it, and they're going to do that in this sort of space of an hour. So parents are going to get a look at what it would look like for their student if they were in our school. I'm excited.
Cool. That sounds very cool. Now, how do you choose the students that are going to be involved in that?
Awesome question. So we are using kind of a blind selection process, an application process. We have those 60 seats that we talked about. Parents are going to be able to begin to apply the 25th of February. The window will be open through the 5th of April. We're going to actually run a selection process, kind of a random process, if you will, through an application. And so it's kind of a coin toss.
That's right. I remember that now. So like 300 people sign up the first year. It's going to be like a computer choice. Computer will narrow it down.
Yeah, so we're using a product that is used by many magnet schools for applications, and the parents can actually apply right from their phone. It's very simple to apply. There are no requirements. There are no eligibilities other than you have to be a fifth grader, and they can just put that information in. They'll get an immediate number, and when we run the selection, they'll get a notice that they're either an invitation or they're on a wait list, and we'll work our way through that until we have our 60 students for this year. So
all right, get a look at it this Saturday, 10 a.m. And 1 p.m. at the Math Science Center. And you can go online at the school's website and get registered. Deb Evans, thanks for being with us and telling us about the STEM program. It sounds very exciting.
Thanks, Tim. Good to see you again.